It's good to have you here. Let me ask you something. What if you could validate a SaaS idea with a single search result and a one-page simulator? Sounds like magic, right? But here's the thing. This isn't clever trickery. It's a practical way to turn search intent into signal. Fast. In the next few minutes, I'll show you a compact system that produces three things: a lightweight prototype you can launch in a weekend, measurable signals that actually mean something, and a clear go/no-go rule so you don't waste months building the wrong product. Think about how people search when they need help. They type a problem, a constraint, or a preference. Some queries are casual curiosity, and some are straight up buyer intent. Your job is to find the latter and turn it into the smallest interactive thing that actually answers the query. Enough to show value and enough to ask for a little commitment. So how do you find those queries? Start with three lenses: intent strength, traffic viability, and acquisition cost. Intent strength is the big one. Phrases that include buying verbs, comparisons, numbers, or short timelines tend to signal readiness. Examples are things like best invoice app for freelancers or email subject line tester that predicts open rate. Those are not casual, they're task driven. Now pair intent with traffic signals, keyword tools, search console, or even autocomplete suggestions give you a sense of demand. But be careful. Traffic alone lies. A high volume query that's purely informational won't pay. So weigh traffic against intent strength and then ask, how expensive would it be to attract one real lead for this query? That tells you whether the idea can scale affordably. Next step. Translate the query into a minimal interactive experience. This is a critical mental model. What's the one interaction that delivers the answers someone typed into Google? Sometimes it's a simple calculator. Sometimes it's a short sandbox where users drop in a sample and see output. Other times it's a parameterized comparison that generates a recommendation. The goal is not a full product. It's a simulator that proves value. Okay, building that simulator, keep it to one page. Use no-code plumbing, a form that writes to Airtable, a sheet that runs simple scripts, Glide for a tappable UI, or a tiny JS widget embedded in a single landing page. You don't need auth, user accounts, or a billion features. You need a controlled flow, input, short processing, and output that looks and feels useful. Make the action explicit. 2 simple conversion hooks work well: micropayments and trial or lead capture. A $3 micropayment to get a downloadable score or detailed result filters curiosity from actual buyers. Email gating is another option. Offer a guaranteed personalized result via email in exchange for contact. Whatever you pick, make the user invest a small amount of money or time so you measure real willingness to pay. Design the UX to reduce friction. Clear input fields, an obvious call to action, and instant, meaningful output. Don't over-design. Labels a short example, and one clear CTA beat a dozen unclear options. Remember, you're testing demand, not building a retained product yet. Keep the path from search result to result under 30 seconds if possible. Once it's live, measure 3 numbers that actually matter. First, conversion to trial or lead. What % of visitors take the primary action? Second, micropayment take rate. What % of those visitors pay even a small amount? Third, qualitative feedback velocity. How quickly and how helpfully do people explain what they liked or hated? Those 3 signals together beat vanity metrics. Interpretation matters. A high visit count with low conversion means your page attracts lookers, not buyers. High conversion but zero payments suggests value perception without willingness to pay. A small payment take rate, say 1 to 3%, can still be meaningful if your cost to acquire is low and the lifetime value scales. Use thresholds that fit your model, but require multi-signal agreement before you commit to full build. Let me walk you through a concrete micro case. I'll keep it short. Imagine the search phrase, email subject line open rate estimator. Intent is task driven. People want to know whether a subject will perform. The prototype, a single page where a user pastes a subject, selects audience type, and hits estimate. The back end is a simple rule set plus a tidy lookup table in Sheets. Traffic came from long tail queries and some organic placements. We asked for a $2 micropayment to see an expanded score and an example alternate subject. Results. Conversion to the action sat around 4%. Micropayment take rate about 2.1%. And we got a steady stream of qualitative feedback. Users asked for A/B suggestions, audience segmentation, and batch processing. That combination told us there's demand and people are willing to pay for incremental value. The decision? Build a lightweight paid tool with batch uploads and a small monthly fee, not an enterprise platform. The simulator de-risked the roadmap and focused engineering where it mattered. That's the power here. Real signals, not guesses. A couple of common pitfalls. First, prototypes that create false positives. If your simulator is too generous, giving impressive looking results without delivering underlying value, you'll get vanity conversions. Second, chasing volume without intent. If your page ranks for informational queries, you'll get traffic but not buyers. Mitigate these by requiring a payment or clear commitment and by tracking the 3 signals I mentioned together. If you want to run this in a weekend, here's a practical task. Pick one search query with clear task intent, sketch the single interaction that would satisfy it, and build the one-page simulator using Sheets plus a form or glide. Add a micropayment or gated detailed report. Then run traffic from one low-cost channel and watch the 3 metrics for 7 to 14 days. That will tell you more than months of speculation. Let's connect the dots. Use search intent to find the real problem. Build the smallest interactive proof that answers it. Ask for a small commitment and measure conversion, take rate, and feedback. If the 3 line up, you have a product signal. If they don't, you saved yourself months of engineering time. Think about that for a moment. Check this out. The hardest part is discipline. Resist the urge to scale features before you get signals. Keep the prototype honest, keep the ask small, and pay attention to real human behavior, not just clicks. That's how you protect scarce time and build digital assets that actually earn. Well, that's enough to think about for today. Appreciate you spending a few minutes with me. If this episode helped, subscribe for more systems-driven ways to build smarter businesses and better digital real estate. I'll catch you in the next one. I'm Ace. See you soon.